Hi friends, Namaste. I hope you're all doing fine. I just wanted to make this particular video today. We are just 3 days away from the new year 2021, and 2020, needless to say, has been, in my opinion, a very disruptive year. Yeah, but disruption is necessary if we really want to grow out of whatever we are in the present scenario. So I see a disruption or disruptions as the doorway towards transformation. 2020 has been actually very transformative for myself as well. I had a lot of things in my mind, many plans, set of actions, everything, well planned and laid out. But like many other people, I too had to face the situations where my plan A's were challenged, and my plan B's had to be reshaped, rethought, reworked, and all the works, right? So yes, it has been disruptive, but as I said, disruptions is the doorway for transformation. I took it as an opportunity where I could actually find out, get down even deeper down within myself. Transformation is a lifelong process, is a lifelong journey, right? So if we take disruptions in our stride, then we will definitely find out ways as to how a particular situation, we can outgrow a particular situation, and which will help in our growth itself, in our development itself. Yeah. So I started journaling in the year, I think 2016, end of 2016 actually, and I could not stop it. It was that addictive for me. And it was actually, why was it addictive? Because it was transformative. Every human wants to transform, whether we agree to it or not, whether we like it or not, whether we do it consciously or not. Yeah, but every human wants to transform. Yeah, it's there deep in our heart. It's just that many of us realize, many of us don't. So journaling has been totally a transformative tool for me. Yeah. So today I want to share with you a few journaling prompts, which I invite you to complete doing the exercise that I'm just going to share with you by 31st of December 2020, so that you move forward from 1st of January 2021 with a fresh state of mind, keeping your desires of your heart in the priority first. Yeah. So here's what the exercise looks like. So I'll give you a few prompts, right? So journaling prompts are basically those questions, those questions where you will actually need to really probe yourself deeper. Yeah, and the answers are always within, not outside. Yeah. So, and it also demands great level of honesty with ourselves. We have to be really honest with ourselves when we do journaling exercises. So the first prompt for you is, what has 2020 really disrupted in your life? What is the thing that you have really faced a disruption about in 2020? It could be anything. It could be your health, it could be your financial situation, it could be your relationships. Yeah. So what is it that one thing that has really caused a major disruption in your life? Look, it might not be that it is very evident, but once you start doing the exercise, you actually start going deep within yourself and seek for answers. And okay, maybe you have not really experienced any kind of disruption, something major, but even if it is a minor thing, that itself is a point for you to work on changing or transforming or growing in your life. Yeah. So this is number one. Number two is, what has been that one reason why that particular aspect of your life is feeling like a disruption for you? This question is very important, because we can see the external manifestation, we can see the disruption, we can see the disturbance, but the reason why this particular thing is feeling like a disturbance or a disruption to us, we seldom ask that question to us. And that is so important. It's very simple, but it's so overlooked. Yeah, because the answer to this question as to why is this particular thing disruptive for you is going to give you the answer to what is really important for you in your life, especially at this point in time. Yeah, so this is question number 2. Why is this particular thing which you think as disruption is feeling like a disruption for you? What is the reason that it is feeling like a disruption or a disturbance or something that has kind of created a instability or destabilized your life in certain ways? Yeah, so this is number 2. Number 3 is I believe the most important one of this. Yeah, what is the thing that you can let go? Understanding that this particular thing is important, now you know what feeling is important for you, right? And why it is important for you. Yeah, so what is it that you need to really let go? What is it that you really need to kind of say goodbye to? Yeah, I just yesterday defriended some people in my Facebook profile, and it was so freeing. I did that peacefully and I did that consciously. I knew that there were some people who were not adding value to my life, and vice versa. I was also not adding value to theirs. So we have so much space left, so that other new people can come into our lives. Yeah. So that's something which that's just an example which I've given you, but your answer will be depending on what your answer to the previous questions were, right? So what is it that you feel that if I let go of this particular action or habit or behavior or thought pattern, yeah, people, situations, then my situation is going to help me grow out of this particular disruption, or it's going to help me transform. And why is it transformative? Because it's going to make you feel good, it's going to make you feel better. Yeah, so these are the 3 questions. And last but not the least, there's one question which you need to really ask yourself and write down the answer very honestly. What is that one thing that you would like to hold on and move forward in 2021? Yeah, we talked about the letting go thing. Now we'll find out what is the thing that we like to hold on. Same things: people, situations, thought patterns, behaviors, actions, habits. What are those things that that if I hold on to this, maybe you are feeling that how will I do it? I mean, they are so difficult. I mean, if you want to quit smoking, yeah, it might seem difficult to you in the beginning, but in your heart of heart that you should be doing this. Yeah, but that's how it all begins, right? If you don't take the first step towards change, yeah, towards something better, towards something which is going to make you feel better, yeah, then you will never transform, you'll never experience transformation, right? You will be still stuck there in the same place, I mean, doing the same thing, and pursuing the same habit, doing the same actions, getting looped up in the same thought patterns and behavior patterns, right? So this question is very important, as to all the other questions are also important anyway. So what are those things that you feel that you would like to hold on to and move forward in 2021? Okay, so now we come to the 5th and the last one, which is my favorite. It's called the gratitude journaling, and the journaling prompt for this is going to be I am grateful for. If you want to look at it as a question, then the question which you would have to ask yourself is, what is it that I am grateful for? What is it that you're grateful for in 2020? Sometimes, some days, you have to look a little harder, you have to look a little deeper, but still, there is at least something, at least one thing that you can be grateful about every day. Yeah. So, I have been receiving so many such messages saying that 2020 has been a crappy year, scrap it, delete it from the history of mankind. I mean, I know we all understand that it's been a challenging year, but to say that scrap it, 2020 doesn't deserve it. Everything has a reason. Can we look at it at the correct perspective, if I may say? Some people have lost their loved ones in this year. So many people have found their life partners in this year. So many people lost their jobs. So many people found themselves. They reignited their passion, started new businesses. So many people have found new jobs. So many relationships have been redefined. The way we meet each other, the way we relate to each other has changed. We are calling this a new normal, but that's how 2020 wants to be seen. And 2020 is anyway leaving, right? It's not here, it's not staying here forever. So it's giving us a chance to move ahead to 2021. And most importantly, you, my dear friend, are still here. Isn't that a big reason enough to be grateful about? You have survived 2020. So, friends, this is, I believe, the most important part of this particular journaling exercise. What is it that you are truly, truly, truly grateful about in 2020? Have you met new friends? Did you advance in your learnings? Did you contribute to a cause which has been absolutely new, but you really enjoyed doing that? It filled you up with joy, pride, and a sense of purpose. Did you give your, a passion which was, buried deep down within yourself? Did you reignite that? Did you get a chance to show your, talents to the world? Did you learn something new? I'm sure we all have something to be grateful about for 2020. Yeah? So yes, so this is what the entire journaling exercise is. Friends, we are just on the verge of starting a new year, 2021. Why not start the year with a note which is full of power, passion, and purpose? So like a cherry on the cake, let's finish this journaling exercise with an affirmation. So here's what the affirmation goes like. If you want, you can also add your own words to it so that you can personalize it and you can speak it out, write it down with that feeling. Yeah? So the affirmation goes like, I am a challenger. I am strong. I am wise. I see the year 2021 as an opportunity for me to rise. I am a challenger. I am strong. I am wise. I see the year 2021 as an opportunity for me to rise. So when you really write these things, writing is something. Why is journaling effective? Because journaling is something when you delve down deep in your mental states, your emotional states. Yeah, it's something very spirit-like. It's not there in the physical realm, but when you write it down, you see it. It gets transformed. Your thoughts, your feelings gets transformed and put down on that paper. That's the reason why journaling is important. You need something physical to support you in your path of transformation. Yeah, so journaling is both. I mean, it supports you as well. It's a tool as well, and as you continue doing it, it helps you in your journey of transformation. So having said this, I invite you to please try this particular exercise and let me know in the comments below as to how this exercise has made you feel. Yeah, needless to say, when you commit to yourself, then it definitely it brings out the power within that. Okay, fine, since I've written them down, which means that it is there and I've been honest with myself, right? So these are important for me. Yeah, so you will find that motivation to work for this. Yeah, so you're free to share your comments or whatever feelings that this particular exercise has brought out from you in the comments below. If you are not comfortable with sharing, that's also fine. You can keep your journaling exercises answers to yourself. That's absolutely okay. It's just that when you share with someone, then you are opening it up to the world. That adds even more towards to your level of commitment. Yeah, when you share what you want to do, when you share your goals with someone or the world or someone you trust, then it adds even more reinforcement to your desire that yes, I have to make this particular transformation within me. Yeah. So okay, thank you so much, friends, for listening to me. Even as I say this thing to you, I know that I am going to do this exercise along with you. Yeah, because this is something which I have been doing, as I said, since 2016 every year, and that's exactly why the reinforcement of yes, I am on the right path, I am on the path of transformation and evolution, it's still with me. Yeah, and that's exactly what I want for each one of you. Yeah, so friends, thank you so much. Take care, stay blessed. Please, please, please do this particular journaling exercise and let me know in however you want. You can send me an email at lifecoachtiara@gmail.com. Yeah. I would love to listen to whatever you have to say. If there are any queries you want to ask me, you can also send me your queries. Okay, friends, so thank you so much for listening. Take care, stay blessed. Namaste.